All right. Good day, crypto junkies. It's your host, Crypto J. Hopefully my mic keeps working. I'm going to keep checking it in case it decides to play some little games on me again. This week is going to be a good week. Got a new computer, custom-built computer. Monitors will be showing up, so we'll have a whole new setup. I don't know if I'll be doing crazy amounts of monitors in this room because it's actually a pretty small little recording booth. It wasn't really made for going nuts with the monitors, but maybe I'll just get a big one. And then new webcam coming. So yeah, expect an upgrade in the quality. The quality, my friends. All right, chat's working good. It's 10 a.m. Singapore time. Welcome to the party. All right, there's a lot to talk about today. A lot I want to go through. I want to do a quick little coin count. We're going to talk Bitpetite. We're going to talk Regal. You'll get to see the BitConnect stuff later with the 10K challenge video. I didn't release a video yesterday for 10K challenge. I ended up shooting 2, and so I'll be probably publishing 3 or 4 videos today. So probably too many, but we'll be back on track today. I don't usually do anything on Sundays, just so you know as well. I think you got to have one day to yourself with all this chaos. All right, so upgrade to the description. We got some new goodies added in there. You'll see all the ICO picks. You'll see the getting started stuff, which I'll talk more about that. I'm actually going to create a free training course. Well, free for crypto junkies, paid for the public. On getting started with crypto, how to make your first deposits, a bunch of stuff based on a conversation I had today. We'll talk about that in a second. All of the high interest yield programs, and then the gold, the Voltoro, which you'll get to see me feature in the next 5 days of the 30-day 10K challenge for BitConnect. So yeah, we got BitConnect, Bitpetite, Regal, USI Tech. And these are in order of how much I like them as well. Like BitConnect the most, Bitpetite next, then Regal, then USI Tech. This is all getting started stuff, tools that you'll need. And then another thing that I'll be talking about this week, I shot a bunch of content on this, is peak performance, right? And I wrote a book on this called Peak Performance for Entrepreneurs. And what I talk about and go through and delve into is brain and focus and cognitive performance, right? And I think that's especially important right now because for most people, you're newer into crypto. I mean, I myself have only been in it, we're going on 3 months now. But in the beginning, you face so much resistance. You face so much just all these micro stopping points, which is why most people don't get a lot done. That's why they're like, oh, yeah, I want to invest in that. Oh, I want to get some Bitcoin. I want to get on this and that. But then nothing ends up happening. It has nothing to do with intelligence. They're smart or stupid. They're lazy. They're this to that. None of that is actually what's happening. It's resistance. It's those barriers of because it's so new, because it feels so foreign, because they feel like they're so much out of the loop and they don't have enough information, it actually forces most people to not move forward and not do anything. And we've all experienced this. We've all seen it, right? So I talk a lot about hacks and stuff you can do, like how you can start your morning, some different cognitive supplements that you can take to boost your brain, to lower the amount of, it's actually called learned helplessness, like the resistance, the not getting started stuff, the sitting on the sidelines, nobody will help me, nobody will come save me, victim mindset stuff. There's actually stuff you can take, substances you can take that are legal, that they don't remove it, but they dumb it down. They actually kind of mute that out, which is really fascinating to me. And I've been researching and using this stuff for about 4 or 5 years now. And it's been researched since the 60s. And so anyways, I've got some videos that I'm going to be dropping talking about the kind of the inner game stuff, the stuff that'll really help you get in the mindset and the smart, kind of tuning into the smart areas of our brain to make smarter decisions, to make better decisions. Because, again, there's the overwhelm and then there's the fear going on. So as soon as fear hits you, that gets you to react in a certain way as well. That gets you to you're more inclined to make emotional decisions when you're getting hit with all this fear, maybe all this bad news, all these things happening around you. None of that leads to smart investments, smart decisions, usually. So that stuff we'll be talking about more. If you have any questions or if we can help you in any sort of way, cryptojunkies@protonmail.com. You know, I'll do as much as I can. It's not getting to the point of being too much at this point, but if it does, then we'll stop offering so much free help, I guess. I don't know. Hey, what's up, guys? Cool. Glad you're joining in. If you want to tell me where you're at right now in the world, that would be cool. And let's go ahead and get started. So that's the basics. I want to start with Bitpetite. So yesterday, I actually got in on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday are only 1%. Now, today is Monday, and it's actually starting to tumble. It's actually starting to get some action. So today we'll get $45-ish in our balance, actual earned off the investment. So right now, there's $22. But you see we've been paid out because we've got people already finding this account. It's funny. But so we've already got referrals, and we've already been paid affiliate commissions. And so some of it, this is with affiliate commissions. This is just earned off the interest. And then you'll see down here, well, it'll be released 11/25. Well, it's not released. I want to go back. I believe I said this, and this is a big mistake. I didn't know, but completed deposits, you don't get the principal back. I think I was just mixing that up, and so I want to correct myself. You don't get the principal back at all. But what you make at the end, you always end up making more than what you put in, all right? So, yeah, this one, the completion date will be November 25th. Again, that's quick to me. So that's right around Thanksgiving. That's right around Turkey Day. And how we're doing it is the first 10 days, we're reinvesting everything. And then after that, we're just pulling out the profit. You can look at the little spreadsheet here. Boom. And this doesn't count for actually reinvesting on Saturday and Sunday because it's only that 1%. And then after the 10 days is over, we're at an active deposit of $1,514, and what we walk away with is $1,744. Okay, this is cool. I didn't make this; somebody else did. I liked it. It's a fun little 6-week challenge that I wanted to do. So that's what we're doing. If you want to join in, there's already been 5 people join in with the 1K challenge. We're officially calling it on Bitpetite. You can. The link is underneath the video on this stream. You'll see it in the description box. And so that's the plan with this. So it's rolling. Today we'll be able to, do a withdrawal and then reinvest that. I'll probably just save that and show that live tomorrow because I'm trying to do a live stream 1 per day. So I'll probably save it for that. All right, let's jump into Regal. Oh, I want to note this too. The team volume is doing really, really good in Bitpetite. There's actually more people in Bitpetite. So the volume is about $38,000 now, as with BitConnect, like Bitpetite's growing quicker than BitConnect. With BitConnect, it's just about 50,000 now, and we're already at 38,000 in Bitpetite, so it might actually pass BitConnect in terms of team volume. So let's start talking more Regal. We got a first referral. Congratulations, you are the first one. And I have in this account, I have an active lend of $400. I've made back $61. As soon as this hits 100, I will do a reinvest because you have to have a minimum of $100. I have now my right side, whatever that is, being built, I think from the guy who I signed up under. And then the left side, I'm starting to put people under as they sign up. Link is in the bio, the description box. But yeah, Regal is still staying strong after the little bump. And I thought, that would force a little bit of a sell-off, but it's only fluctuated like $5, $7, which in the beginning, that's not a lot. It might sound like a lot, but, just coming out of ICO, it's not a lot at all. We've got new things being opened up. There's obviously the wallet section. The Visa card is coming. Yep, I guess we'll have to relog in. That was quick. I think it's a Visa. Let me just double check. It might be a MasterCard. All right, yeah, nothing's changed. Yeah, it's Visa card. Why did I just say debit card? Visa card is on its way. I can't remember on the roadmap where that's going to be. Let me just take a quick look. Let's see what we got. And in network, here's something that most people don't know, is that you have to be approved to actually use Regal. So you have to sign up under somebody. Have to. Because if you try and sign up with no referral, then your upline or whatever you want to call it is Regal itself, and they'll never approve you. Never. I had an account that waited for like 3-4 months. Never got done. So this doesn't actually give roadmap. It just gives updates. Web wallet's now available. I haven't used that or downloaded that. And then they've got road shows happening. Roadshow is like an Asian way of saying offline event. And they do these little tours, and they crush, man. They get thousands of people at these things. BitConnect did similar in its rollout in the beginning. I know that there's a big promoter from BitConnect in Regal as well. I guess that's not really a conflict of interest because this isn't your traditional markets. But, yeah, so this is probably why price is up, because as soon as they start going on Asian tour and literally putting thousands of people into Regal, which is what they're doing right now, then you see the price go up. So I think there's extreme value in holding Regal and doing the lending program just like BitConnect. And you'll see we're going to start doing more and more of that. We're going to start to actually hold BitConnect coin. We're going to start to hold Regal coin and bring you guys in on that and kind of let you know what's going on with all that. I don't know why it asked me to log in again. Let's take a look at the cap here. Strong, real strong. I mean, we got all the way down to 120 billion, if you remember, back up to 174 billion again. BitConnect is still, it'll fight from 8, 9, and 10 now. Now that it's passed up number 11, it will just keep fighting in these three positions until it finally becomes so powerful and so far ahead that then it takes on number 7. And I think from there, with these gaps, it'll literally be, it's there for like months and months and months, and then starts the battle, and then we'll see maybe 3-4 weeks of fluctuating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, before it goes up and up and up. I don't really know how high BitConnect can get. I guess that all depends on us. You know, you got to understand that at the end of the day, everything we're dealing with is speculation. It's all based off of news. It's all based off of how you and me feel about that thing. So if there's a ton of people who feel that it's good, then predominantly the price will be high. If there's a ton of people who feel it's bad, then predominantly the price will be low. And that's simply because as soon as it hits this tipping point, social dynamics are fascinating to me and that's what's really happening here. As soon as it hits this tipping point, then you create a mass sell-off. I mean, in a lot of ways, that's how hyperinflation is created. That's how, you know, a lot of these economic problems are created, especially with banking institutions. Like they start to have a problem in the country, and then more people want to go to the bank and pull their money out, and then you have like this tipping point hit, right? And all of a sudden, everybody's in line to get their money out of the bank. The bank runs out of money. Capital controls have to be rolled in from the government, and then we have a full-scale, everybody losing their shit uproar. That only happens because it hit that tipping point. Like there was more bad outweighing the good, and then it just built up so much that it finally tipped, and then chaos spread. And we've seen a couple of those tipping points hit Bitcoin itself and cause a big pullback. The biggest one that in recent news was Jamie Dimon coming on TV and talking about how Bitcoin was a fraud. Big pullback. Now we're back up. And we have a ton of FUD hitting, right? We're at 56.91-ish right now. And we've had a ton of FUD hitting the last couple of days. Turns out Russia, their problem with cryptocurrencies because they want to actually launch their own. Where's that news piece? No, that's not it. No. Here it is right here. What's it going to be called? Crypto Ruble. So if you're not in the Discord chat, you want to join. Here's what it looks like. Free, easy, has a desktop app, has mobile apps or browser like this. It's amazing. Just join in. It's better than Slack, better than the Telegram group that we had before. Just jump in on this. And so, yeah, Crypto Ruble, that's a good name though. And that's why there was so much going on with that, because they want to launch their own cryptocurrency, which I think is just amazing that there's so many governments getting involved in, countries getting involved in launching their own cryptocurrency. I think it's just amazing. But anyway, yeah, I was just talking about the fact that there's, FUD controls the market, unfortunately, in a lot of ways, and creates these big sell-offs and pullbacks. but it's looking strong. I think we'll be floating in this for a little while. Doing a do-si-do, side to side, before we get another run up. There's also room for a pullback again. So I guess we'll just have to see how the next week or two goes. And now let me kind of tackle some things that are fresh in my mind that happened today. First off, there's like, let me just preface this by saying that hindsight's 20/20, right? It's so easy after the fact to be like, oh man, if I would have just invested $1, I would have made $2 million by now. It's so easy to say that after the fact. It's really hard to make those decisions in the moment while you're in the trenches. You have no idea what's going to happen to the market. And so, like, people have said that with me, like, oh, hey, wait a second, you went and did a 10K into BitConnect. Couldn't you have just held Bitcoin and made more money in that short term? Yes. If I had a magic ball, yes. There's only so much predicting and charting we can do based off previous trends and indications to make our decisions. And so that's why I tend to keep, like, my baseline is this. Bitcoin will continue to go up. Even though it has pullbacks and run-ups, it'll continue to gradually go up. It's seen over a 500% increase this year alone, okay? So it'll continue to go up. And I know that. So instead of trying to play these little short markets, I'm taking that money, because it's not one against the other. It's not, oh, do this short and make a bunch off Bitcoin, or do this lend on BitConnect. There's both. There has to be room for both in your portfolio. So the 10K BitConnect is over here. It's fine. Like, you can't stop it. It's out there running, and I can't take it back now. Okay, so I don't even put any energy towards, man, woulda, coulda, shoulda. No, I don't. And so if I see a short that happens and a big profit that I lost out on and it makes me mad, I just make a smarter plan. That's always like my I guess like my foundation and my starting point is that if I get mad and get triggered off of something that I just saw happen in the market, like I missed a bunch of money and that triggers me, then I just make a smarter plan. I don't get mad at somebody else. I don't go talking shit. I don't, oh man, I wish I didn't do that over there. There's no remorse. I just make a smarter plan moving forward. And I understand that, like, what's done is done. I accept the current reality at the fullest extent that I can, and I just make a smarter plan moving forward. And that saves me so many headaches, I think. And it saves me so much frustration and fear and emotional roller coastering with this game. And yeah, I think that if you're not doing something similar to that, it would be smart too, because otherwise I think you might go insane. I think you might literally lose your shit if you're trying to, like, play the hindsight game, because there's, like, you'll never win. And with such a volatile market, you'll have, by the end of the year, you have 20,000 examples of how in your mind you screwed up. Why would you do that to yourself? Just change the plan, and moving forward, allocate differently. All right. Now that brings me to the second thing I want to talk about. So this morning I was talking to a buddy of mine at the gym. So already I've gotten in a workout. I got in a freezing cold shower, which is great for you. It's great for your adrenal. It's great for your natural testosterone for men. It's just all around a very good longevity tool. Tony Robbins does it, so you should probably do it too, okay? So I was talking to this guy, and first off, he didn't know that you could buy Satoshis of a Bitcoin. He thought that unless you could buy one Bitcoin, then you can't do anything with it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's you buy a Bitcoin at a time, or you can't get any. And that was interesting to me because, again, I've been in it for a couple months now, so I kind of forgot a lot about those things, which I asked in the beginning too. And I think that there's a big portion of people that have no idea what the hell is even going on with Bitcoin, okay? And there's a lot of people, even in the Crypto Junkies community, that have no idea how the hell to get started. And that's a problem. That's a problem for me, because I want you guys to get started. I want you to get in on these opportunities instead of just sitting, watching, being triggered like, dang, man, all these guys are making money and I'm not. Like, let's get you in the game. So here's what I've decided to do. I'm going to create an entire training course. It's going to be all video training, and it's going to walk you through the A to Z. What I mean is like explaining Bitcoin, explaining blockchain technology. We're going to talk about all the popular wallets, how to move money from your bank account to a wallet, from the wallet into the market, onto an exchange. We're going to talk about trading basics. We're going to talk about all the basic stuff to getting started. And I'll talk about ICOs and high interest yield programs, but at a high level, right? There won't be that much tactical stuff. And I'm going to give it away for free to the Crypto Junkies community. And those are people that have put some skin in the game and invested in some sort of way into the community, into the group. And there's a lot of different ways to do that. All the links underneath represent that, right? And I understand that if you have no idea how to get started, then how the hell are you going to invest into a high interest yield program? You're not. But there's other things that we have underneath the video that you can invest into that don't require you to know what's going on with all the crypto stuff. That is your way of showing support to us. You can donate to us as well. That's another way. You can do whatever you want. Underneath, there's going to be a collection of links and ways that you can get involved. That's how you put skin in the game, and that's how you officially, I guess, vouch or pledge yourself to the community. That sounds kind of weird, but... and that's how you get access to the training, okay? I will actually have a page set up very soon to where you can opt in, just put your name and email address, and that means that you want in. That means that you want access to the course. And when it's done, which it'll be done in about a week and a half, you will have access to that course. If you already know what you're doing with Bitcoin and all this high interest yield program stuff makes sense, you're boom, rocking and rolling, give it out to a friend. Get it as, get access to it maybe as a gift for somebody else. I'll allow that up to one person. So if you're already savvy and you already know what you're doing, but you got a friend, you got a dad, you got a mom that doesn't, I'll allow you to give it to them. Give them access, okay? So I want to put that out so that we get more of the community members involved, not sitting on the sidelines, not waiting, because there's always this inevitability that we're playing against, which is hyperinflation of fiat currencies. There's always this new problem that's on the horizon where, democracy is facing a threat. I feel like there's always something like that going on, but there is a real fear to that, right? Like there's this shit on top that's just propaganda, and then there's the reality that's a little bit lower down in there, and you got to dig through the mud to find it. And what that is that we can't just have everything in fiat, whether you're Russian, German, South American, you can't have all your shit sitting in one pile. Okay, all your eggs in one basket. We hate hearing that, but there's so much truth to that. Because if the currency and the fiat hyperinflates, well, that's when things like precious metals become more valuable. Things like cryptocurrency become more valuable. So we have to diversify. And so why I'm going to start making a huge push in the community, and we're going to start building the team out, and I'm going to bring on moderators and get people involved, now that we've got this core group, is because I want people to feel safe and secure at the end of the day. I want, no matter what news is coming out, this country's melting down, this one's hyperinflating, this fiat currency's got to go away. Whatever happens, you're okay. You're a lot more okay, too, than the average person who has no plan. You're a lot more okay than the average person who has no gold or silver or cryptocurrency, altcoins, whatever, right? I want you to feel better about what's going on in the world around you because you have a plan. And the plan doesn't have to be complicated. It can be really simple. I've talked about this before. It could be 50% in holding coin, 50% in high interest yield programs, 60-40, 70-30, whatever. And so some of your money's going into just holding the coins. We don't sell. You can decide to skim off profit as it goes up, but we don't do anything with that. And in the high interest yield programs, you're doing whatever with that, whatever you want. As it pays you back the daily interest, maybe you move that money back over into this side where you're holding. Maybe you start to get involved in ICOs. Maybe you want to move that out, push it into gold, push it into silver. It's whatever you want at that point, right? All right, let me check in the chat. Oh, shit. Sorry. I got rolling, guys. I got rolling. All right, so we got Romania, we got China, we got Nebraska, we got Australia. We got everybody in the house. I like it. Okay. What is the biggest differences? Let me start tackling some of these questions. Great question, Alan. What is the biggest differences between BitConnect, Bitpetite, Regal lending programs? Okay, let me attempt to do this on the fly here. BitConnect and Regal have their own coin. Bitpetite doesn't. Bitpetite pays you out like once an hour. Let me just check that. Yep, once an hour, they send you out a small fraction dividend. Regal and BitConnect, they pay you out once per day at the same time based on when you made the initial lend. What else? Bitpetite pays you 4.5% on a 6-week loan and a 3.6% on a 9-week loan. BitConnect pays you around 1% per day. Regal pays you more like 1.25 to 1.5 per day. Regal's new, just came out of ICO. BitConnect's been around for over a year. It's number 10 coin right now. Regal is, I don't even know. I think it's around 100 right now. It's in the top 100, yeah. Bitpetite, again, has no coin. Bitpetite has, nope, hold on. You just said lending program. Let me not steer away from that. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that pretty much covers it. Let me catch up on the rest here. I am amazing. Easy Hawk Z. Electronium looks like it has a lot of hype. Yeah, Electronium does have a lot of hype, but here's the deal, though. If that thing does pop the way people think it will, you know, depending on what you come in at, I came in at a good amount. You could make hundreds of thousands of dollars off that. That's what everybody, I think, is looking with ICOs, Alex. And so that's why, again, allocate properly. You know, and I think it really gets a little muddy as we got, like, you know, especially I've got USI Tech, 2 Bitpetites, 2 BitConnects, a couple Regals, you know, and then we've got more because I've got family members involved now. So we've got like this whole cluster network of accounts. And now I got, like, this one's making $20 today. Oh, pull out a 50 here, pull out 100 there. You have to be able to make a plan to where it's like, this isn't free money, this interest money. It needs to be allocated based off the same plan that we're working with everything else. And it's really easy. Oh, shit, I got 20 in this one. I got 100 over here. Oh, let me jump in this ICO. And you start to deviate from the plan. You're not doing the same level of research in the ICO, or maybe you're flying off a hype because, oh, man, there's this new ICO that's a high-interest yield program ICO like Western, Hextra, etc. And I don't want to miss it. This could be another big run-up. And you see, like, I didn't get involved in Regal when it was all hype all over the place, and it was pre-ICO and an ICO. Didn't get involved. I just got involved a couple weeks ago. I think maybe even a week ago. Horrible with time, by the way. And same thing with Hextra. I was going to jump in 3 days in a row. I tried. I thought I had some coin. Nope, I'm not getting involved. Western didn't even look at. Glass I looked at. Site crashed for like 2 days in a row. They didn't have DDoS protection set up. They didn't have a big enough server with the bandwidth capacity for the traffic they were getting. Nope. So I pass on most of those. And I'm not saying to follow me on doing that, but I have a certain amount of capacity and I recognize that. And I'm not going to just stretch myself out thin and like, oh, well, I got $200 that just came in on interest over here and 300 from over there. The minute that I start doing that is the minute that I just turn into a little pump and dumper. Meaning that, like, I've got all this money spread out, 100 here, 300, 500, 1,000, which all adds up. And it's all in these things. In the end, more of those will fail than succeed. You and I both know that. So I'm losing, unless I have something else that's big, I'm losing more than I'm making. I trust myself the most. This will always be true. I believe in myself. I trust myself more than anybody else, right? Naturally. So I would rather put most of my efforts into something that I directly control, which is manual trading. So I will always put the most amount of money into that because that basket I trust. That basket I believe in. And the high interest yield stuff, the ICOs, that gets a divvied out amount. That gets a sectioned off amount. But it's never going to be as much as what I think I can do, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's funny. All right. Yep. Electronium. New investors paying old investors. Yeah, in a lot of ways, it is. High interest yield programs. Yeah. Charles, we need to have a chat because, yeah, I have much deeper beliefs and ideas about that. So, Cal, what's up, bro? Yeah, tab game is always strong, man. Tab game is always strong. I just got so much shit open. All right, Alex is offering up his referral code for Electronium. If you want in, grab his code. All right. Thailand from moving. I sold my car and started doing his crypto investments. Wow, that's crazy. Is it Christian? Yeah. That's great, man. All right. Yeah. Jump into the Discord chat if you're not already. Get in there. That's where most of the convo is happening. Put hope in Electronium. No, like Alan, I actually want to get into traditional trading, which I never had any interest in doing. We got 5 days right now that we're moving over into actual gold, so I'm holding actual gold, and that is like a super long-term play. I'm not doing anything with that. I'm not gonna like sell that off if the market starts looking good or bad or this or that. That's just long-term hold stuff. That's like an IRA, Roth IRA, something like that. It's pretty similar strategy to where I'm not touching that for a long time. I've got similar things like that, like a life insurance policy that's not really a life insurance policy that I can't touch for like 8 or 9 years, which I think that's coming up to be able to touch in like 5 years. But yeah, like here's the deal. I don't get wrapped up in calling it, entitling it one way or another. I've got my plan, and so I don't really care. Like, even if it went away today with, the active 15 or 16,000 that we've got in BitConnect, like, it'd affect me, but it's not like that's going to stop me. So I guess I just look at that differently, Charles. And I'm not concerned with searching, hand over fist to get this proof of, is it a Ponzi or is it not? I don't really care. So I've got my plan, which is to run these 120-day cycles. That's all I really care about. Even if I just get one out of it, great. And I guess I would just assess my happiness factor however long it lasts based on how much I got back out of it and how much, how long it lasted, I guess. Cool. Yeah. Started watching your videos, and dude, you're awesome. Learning a lot. Thanks, Enrique. Thanks for the love, brother. All right, so what do we got here? We got some... Yeah, I got some left over. Let's give some comment love. We've given out quite a bit. I actually went back and attempted to add it all up, and it's over $600 that we've given out in comments now and given back to the community, which is cool, but I can't wait until like we can do $500,000, use this comment generator. Somebody gave me this random comment picker and just boom, send out big amounts at a time. I think that'd be great. Will be great. Okay, let's knock out some of this. Digging the music, that's good. He's a first timer. Excuse me. Cool, done. Only seeing this now, cheers. Unreal. Okay, cool. Why did I say thanks for tuning in? That's such a weird thing to say. Thanks for watching. I also want to start giving away more than just Bitcoin. I want to give away, like, I have ETH coming in, Litecoin coming in. So I'm not sure how I want to do that because it might get confusing. But I think the easiest way would be to just have everybody start to give their BTC, Litecoin, and Ethereum account address, and then I'll do it that way. I think that'd be a good way. Because I got all this lonely ETH and Litecoin, Cool. A lot of people asking how to join the team. Just get involved. Join the chat. Sign up. Yeah, I've sent him quite a bit, I think. Send you a $5. Get you a coffee today. Got a new 10X card coming. BitPay card coming. So that's exciting. Cool. This guy just did a $100, and that was Bitpetite. What do I got left? 20. Okay. 10 to my mans. All right. But 200. Worried about putting in any more. Gives me hope. 4 months. It should still be around. Yeah, I mean, I actually have no idea if it'll still be around in 4 months. We can make the safe assumption that it will. I do. That's how I feel. I feel like I'll at least get one good run. Could be way more. And that's all part of the game, I guess. All right. I agree. Very underrated channel, but we're getting there. Way behind on comments. All cool. Terry's sharing a calculator. That's great. What do I got left? Oh, yeah, like $6. I think I can do one more, right? Let's hit Nuno. I think that's how you pronounce that. I think I can do one more, right? Nope. It's not even worth it then. We'll just wait. Yep, I'll come back to all that. But comments, community, it's growing. I dig it. All right. What else do we got here? Oh, I didn't even realize you guys were putting BTCs in the comments. My bad. We'll have more later. Okay, so that's a good question, Alan. I don't know much about real estate. Like, when I first did really well in online marketing, the first thing that I started thinking about, which is like imposter syndrome, is I started thinking about, like, the money going away. And I started, like, questioning my deservingness of making millions of dollars in such a short amount of time. And that also led me to get involved in, there's a great community called Sovereign Man. And it's basically like a diversification, how to get second passports, third passports, really start to, increase your freedom. And then I got involved with another group that was buying into apartment complexes and starting to get into real estate stuff. I didn't actually get involved, but I was heavily involved with the process that they went through and actually planning it. I just never actually pulled the trigger because by then I was already losing all my money. So I didn't have any money to invest. But I'm interested in real estate. I just don't know much. I know a decent amount about precious metals, and so that's where I'm going next. So you see, like, now I'm making good money in crypto. I'm starting to pull out and diversify into precious metals because I know that the best next, right? And since I know the least about real estate, that'll probably be one of the last things I get involved into because, again, like, let me take a step back and explain a bigger concept here, is that you're only going to move and do and complete things based off your comfort level. And so I already know that I'm doing so much right now currently that's throwing me out of my comfort level and out of my comfort zone that if I try and push too hard, I've already tried this in the past, then I just won't get anything done. And the resistance will build so high that the amount of and my capacity to create content and to move forward will just drop too much. And so instead of trying to, like, fight and knuckle up against that every single day, I push in smaller baby steps. So since I know more about precious metals, I'll go there next because there's way less resistance there for me to get involved. And then since real estate I know the least of, there'll be the most resistance with me getting involved and scouting out the talent and the mentorship that I need to do that. I'll wait. I could just as easily jump into that now, but I just we're just starting to get our momentum, just starting to get our speed and our flight pattern here. And I don't want that to be like thrown off by me trying to make too big of a jump. And by jumping into something that it's such foreign territory, it can do that to you sometimes. I've experienced that in my past anyway. So that's why I'm waiting. But I would just say, like, get involved in as much as you can based off of your capacity and what you feel you can manage and hold, right? That weight. And then as you get into that level and you feel like, okay, I'm maxed out, give that a few months of runtime. And then what do you notice is that your capacity is increased and you now feel like you can take on more bandwidth, more weight, whatever you want to call it, right? And then we can start to, okay, now let's go to this new thing. And now this new thing. So you're never really growing beyond what you can handle. And that's a personal thing. I can't answer that for anybody. That's all just going to depend on you and what you've got going on. Chain group, staying away from that. It's just, I don't know, it just feels like bullshit. And there's just so many of those types of things popping up. So, again, that could pay you out a bunch of money before it goes away. My capacity, and so I'm not looking at any of these are going to stick around, right? I'm not going into any of these investments like, man, it's going to be around in 5 years. In 5 years, it's going to make me a millionaire. No. Most of what I'm doing is like a longer short, like half a year, 12 months, 18 months. That's the longest that I'm scheduling out on most of these plans with these things. And I think with a lot of the chain groups and the high interest yield programs that don't have coins behind them, I think you can assume a 6 to 8 month window on them. And the ones that do have a coin behind them, I think a 12-month window is pretty safe to assume. Get some background music on the live stream. Bro, we're about to level up on the live streams. Once I get all this new gear, I'm going to be doing a green screen in the background, be doing some hilariously stupid stuff because that's what I do. That's what I like doing. So, all right. What else do we got? What is this team that everyone is talking about? Where do I sign up? Enrique, there is no like team, right? It's really just a community. The Crypto Junkies community is everybody who's signed up through the affiliate links to get involved in one of the wallets, one of the high interest yield programs, an ICO. There's nootropics, there's donations, whatever you want to do. And then there's the Discord chat. The Discord chat is where most of the community is hanging out and chatting now. We're moving everybody into the Discord chat. And what we're going to roll out as a community is different training and tool sets for everybody. And everybody who's gotten involved in signing up through one of the links will get access. And if you don't, that's cool too. You just have to pay a small fee. Yeah, I think a lot of this is instinct-based and intuition-based. And the only problem with that is most of us, when we start out in intuition, we suck. And the only reason why maybe I appear to be better at that is okay, let me give you a quick roadmap. And I'll probably talk about this more as time goes on. But in about 18 months, we grossed $6 million in online sales. 18 months later, I was broke. And they were pulling away with my BMW with the last amount of shit in it. And I was fucking homeless. And so then that lasted about 2 weeks. And then I started to pick myself back up. And then I really started to ask the question, wow, I guess the money didn't fix all my problems. And how do I fix my problems? How do I become a better person? How can I, obviously the value equation was way off in the money that I made, which is why I lost it. Value is a very simple equation. I give value, I get money back. Money back to me is the value given back to me. So I give value, knowledge, expertise, wisdom, etc. It comes back to me in the form of money, but it also comes back in many ways. It comes back in additional wisdom given to me, access to maybe new wisdom that I didn't have before. Those things all become unlocked in the value equation, given and received, okay? And so then I went on this whole huge journey, traveled the world, met with shamans, religious people, spiritual people, all different religions, all different, spiritual, spiritual stances and backgrounds to try and get answers. And that lasted about 3 years. Went to, men camps and how to be more masculine and how to I was just lost, and I was searching and searching and searching. And the funny thing about searching is that when you search, you always find something, right? And you always find the next thing that you should be doing. the whole path of searching is a hilarious one because you always find the next thing that you should be spending your money on to help fix yourself because you feel like there's something wrong with you. And I guess I got to the point to where I realized that, okay, there's nothing wrong with me. I trust and believe in myself enough to go and do good things. And that's where I've been at for probably the last 12, 18 months. I can say I've truly been in that groove. And so with that, there's a lot more trust in my intuition. There's a lot less doubt. There's a lot less questioning my decisions, questioning my abilities, questioning all the things that I think the average person really questions, even though they might say, hey, I don't, yeah, we still all do in a big way. And I just came to a lot of those conclusions for myself. So my intuition, it sucked at first. All right. Very, very bad. Just like any other muscle, it takes time to train that up. And over time, then I feel like it's gotten good. And now I feel like my intuition is good. The only thing that comes into play now is when I get overly caffeinated and I make ego-based decisions and I start getting in my own head about like how smart I am and really just, again, it's all posturing and playing the ego game. Then I make really bad decisions. And those are a lot lower now than the good decisions. So I just feel what I know works now and for myself. And what works for me now is trusting and really staying in tune with that inner feeling, intuition, whatever you want to call it. Big tangent, but that's kind of where I was going with that. Okay, so there is some actual logic behind the precious metal thing too. Precious metals is what we've always gone back to. Look at every single reset in currency history. We've always gone back to precious metals. The Egyptian days, the Mayan days, what did they revere the most? What did they love the most? What was the most valuable thing? Gold. Besides God and all that. Gold, right? To receive and give gold was the highest gift, the highest valued gift that you could give and receive in all those ancient societies. And what was the dollar backed before the 50s or 60s is when we fell off the gold reserve? Gold. So I think gold will always be like, if you want to talk about safe bet, I think gold is the safest bet you could possibly get into. Gold and silver. Gold is required to make spaceships. What are we planning on doing as a species? We want to get off this planet because we're slowly destroying it. So to go deep for a second, we always need more gold. Gold is what is the reflective barrier that we put on the outside of the spacecraft. We need it. We have to have it. So yeah, there's always going to be a huge demand for gold. And I think that's like that's a backbone. And what's funny is that the more that I invest into gold, up to 10 grams again now, used to hold a lot and I sold it all off because obviously I ran out of money and I got emotional about it. And instead of sticking with my plan years ago, I sold the gold off to survive today, And so now with me getting back, starting to get it back up to some decent holdings, I'll feel really good after I've got 5,000 invested in gold. But yeah, I'm starting to sleep better. I'm starting to feel more confident and more comfortable with everything, So that means that I won't be as widely affected as maybe this thing goes away and this thing goes away in the portfolio because I'm working it the other way. So I'm starting to diversify it even more. And I've lost, a decent amount in other programs, I'll give you an example of one that's really, really dumb and stupid. BitCosmos, do not go sign up for this at all. I don't remember why I was doing this, but it's a great example of what not to do. So I put in 200 and the next day it stopped. So these are withdrawal requests that have not been fulfilled, you'll see, ever since the 11th, but yet they're trying to convince everybody that they're still making payments. And the thing that I think pisses me off the most is that they're still sending out emails that are saying like, hey, invest, and now they're doing a bonus. This is how these things work. When they come out and start doing these big bonuses, they know that there'll be a huge influx in people investing and they're just running away with that money. And I don't even know, these are all really small deposits. So I think what they're already starting to do is create their exit plan. This has only been around for 20 days. And if nothing else, this serves as a great example of why you don't just 200 here, 100 there, 100 there, you end up with nothing. if you do that. I strongly, firmly believe that. Instead, plan out some bigger moves and don't just do high interest stuff, do ICO stuff, hold coins. Again, we start to mitigate that risk, but this is a prime example. So here's what I would assume they're doing. They are still making it look like they're doing payouts by rotating now payouts. So they're not paying out 100% anymore. They're paying out in rotations, meaning that each day you'll see this page populated with a couple hundred or a couple thousand payouts that they have done. You can verify it on blockchain info, but they're not paying out everybody anymore. Now they're starting to rotate withdrawals, even though they're getting a ton of deposits in. Next thing, withdrawals will stop, and then they'll just go away. And this is a clone site that just keeps coming back with different names over and over and over again. So great example of why you don't do shit like that. Because in the end, you'll lose. Let me catch up here in the chat. There is no fee to join the team. I'm not charging anybody to get involved in Crypto Junkies community. Just sign up, donate in one of the links underneath the video. That's it. You're in. Join the Discord chat, and that's it. Only one time. I don't know if I'm going to start doing that easy, but I like the idea of it. I just don't know the logistics of it just yet, of rotating people's referral links. I think maybe an easier way to do it would be I would just pull together a bunch of people who want to get into BitConnect, haven't done it yet, and in a Discord chat, then we just tally those and direct those out to the community. I want to start doing that so people get referrals underneath them out of the community. It's gonna take some orchestrating for sure. I'm not 100% sure on how that'll work just yet, but yeah, I can't wait for the background music too. That's gonna be really good. Yeah, the intuition thing, trusting yourself, like I said, you just got to start doing it. And you predominantly suck in the beginning because you're not sure where the true feeling, voice is coming from, whatever. Then you get good over time. Yeah, gold is only going to become more scarce, more valuable. Look at China's move. Most people don't remember this, and I'm not going to quote timelines because I don't remember. But China did this big play, I think it was about a year and a half ago, where they had the gold-backed yen. And it was such a big shitstir that they predominantly blocked the news in America because I think that they're like the only country that is holding, I can't remember their reserve amount, but their reserve amount was higher than anybody else in the world of what they hold in gold, and that backs their fiat currency. Whereas America, we're not like that at all anymore. And so in most countries, the reserve is, I think, lower than like 25%. China's was like over 75% they held in physical gold, which obviously makes their currency, their fiat currency, extremely valuable because there's safety and security in that gold behind it. How much time do I think BitConnect will survive? I think it'll be around for 12 to 18 months. That's the timeline that I've always gone off of. The more money that gets in there, one could assume that it would last longer. That's not always true at all. I mean, look at a lot of things that have come and gone, a lot of even good MLM opportunities that had a lot of money involved in them, crumbled relatively quickly. The thing that I find fascinating with cryptocurrency is that I just tend to believe that it's all fake. I don't know, call me crazy, but even fiat currency, it's all fake. I'm not saying that as like a reason why you should be careless or anything like that, but I just don't think that I let a lot of the rules, the rules and worldviews come in on my decision-making and my planning process. I think there's a pretty low resistance with me in cryptocurrency overall. But I think that all these cryptos will stick around as long as people find value in them. And as soon as what you got to look for and the indicators you would look for is the market to really start to turn on one, right? Like if the market all of a sudden really started to turn on Bitcoin and then you had a sell-off start to happen, then that's when, and we've seen this happen actually in Bitcoin, that's when you would see something possibly go away or fail. And then they would be outweighed by the debt, right? Like with BitConnect, because it is a lending platform, whatever their scale tipping point is at, which nobody but them really knows, we can use some math to make some assumptions, but whatever their number is, that when they start falling below that, they start paying and losing, then that's when things would start to get scary for that investment. But that's all going to be based off of how the public feels about it, right? So, other mistakes I've made investing, I'd say the biggest one so far is treating this like free money. Treating it like, oh shit, like I just got $200 in commission. I wasn't expecting that. Somebody signed up under my referral link. Cool, let me just go spend this on this. And that's the biggest mistake that I've made so far. And those plays have always been a loss. And the reason why is because it's an emotional play. It's I didn't respect the money. I didn't respect the value that I earned in that equation of getting that money. And then I just treated it like it was free money. I just said, yeah, F it. Let me just, whatever. Who cares? And because I didn't respect it, there was a big piece of the value equation missing. I lost the money because I didn't deserve it. That's how I tend to look at things anyways. I don't know. You might believe something different. That's cool. That's all good. Yeah, cool, Eric. Oh, sweet. Yeah. I did send you some Bitcoin. Good deal. But that's really the biggest ones, is like always sticking to my plan and not treating it like free money. This isn't a lottery. This isn't a windfall situation. And continuing to like, okay, cool. An additional 5,000 came my way. Great. I'm going to stick to the same plan that every other 5,000 is going through. I'm going to filter it the same way. You know, whether it's 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, whatever percentage breakdown, it's just now, oh, great. Now we can make another big buy. Now we can make more positions, you know. So that's all. That's how I tend to look at it. Yeah, 2 to 3 years. That's your plan. Cool. I dig it. I like that plan. Start to pull out some of that interest money, and let's get some of that into gold. Vaultoro's a great option for that. Let's get into some other, holding some coins. Yeah, which, Enrique, that's another reason why, like, I keep giving back to the community, because you guys have helped build me. You guys have helped put me where I'm at right now. So this isn't a me thing. This is a us thing. This is a we thing. And so the daily Bitcoin toss and all the stuff that I've got in mind, the big back-end platform that we're building that'll have all the tools, calculators, video training, free programs, all that shit is coming from everything that's getting invested right now through those referral links. And it'll continue. Then we can start doing meetups. We can start building this thing better. I can start bringing on a team to help me manage, moderate, all that fun stuff. And we can really start to make a difference. We can really start to do something big together. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate that, brother. 50% from earnings, and others will put into a Euro account. Yeah, great. Because, even if we're talking about $10, it doesn't matter. You got 10% of it going here, 10% going there, 5%, boop, 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 boop. Or maybe you take it like every $10 chunk I get, I then allocate that to this, and then the next $10 to this one, and that's how you allocate. You can do either way. But it don't matter. It's all up to you. That's a great question, Easy. I have like 2 visions and 2 things that I'm constantly just seeing. Like they're coming to me in daydreams. I'm dreaming about them at night. And that's like I just... And this is really sharing a lot of myself, but I just see myself being a sort of icon, a sort of figure, a representation of a lot of the things that we see going wrong, like freedom of speech, freedom of these different pieces that are going on in the world. And I'm still insecure about talking about this to a degree, by the way, but I always picture myself speaking in front of and representing large groups. That's the vision that keeps coming to me. So I'm not sure the details of that yet, but I see that happening in the next 10 years. And so I don't know what that means. A political position, a big social position of some sorts, I don't know. But there's this anger deep inside of me that is fueled by repression. It's fueled by like a lot of the lack and a lot of the problems that are happening around in the world. And so crypto is a means to take things to the next level, is a means to go to the next phase of this for what I want to build and what I want to do, and hopefully this future version of myself. And I know that crypto is going to be a big stepping stone, meaning that it's going to be a big financial piece. It's going to be a big support of what we're building right now. You can't change the BitConnect referral, I don't think. If you can, you'll see it under profile settings all the way at the bottom left. There's like a settings or profile link. If you can change it, then you'll just change it to Chaos Crypto. To make money with crypto? Well, there's a lot of different ways, Josh. Staking in ICOs and buying up coins that are in pre-ICO and an ICO, as soon as they become public, as soon as they start to get listed on the exchanges, then usually the coin cost goes up and the value goes up. That's when the cash-in period happens. So if you're buying in at 90 cents and then it gets listed on all the exchanges and then all of a sudden the value is $50, there you go. There's a bunch of money made. And you can continue to do this over and over and over again with ICOs. That's one piece. High interest yield programs is another piece, which is where I stake up anywhere between $10,000 and let's say $100,000, and then I get an interest back on that money every single day. That's like your BitConnects, your Regals, your Bitpetites. They're paying you a percentage back and above and beyond on that money every single day. Some of them the capital is released, some of them it's not, but with the money that you make, you're 1.5 to 2xing your money. And so that's easy daily money. I think the ICOs is like a 30, 60, 90-day strategy. The high interest yield programs is like a let's get money back right now. So I put up this money and it's paying me every single day. So I get a little chunk every day. And those have a roadmap and a timeline in my mind of like 6 to 12 months of how long they'll last. So I just keep recycling through. Like with Bitpetite, it's 6 weeks, so that's easy. 6-9 weeks, like you just keep cycling 6-9 weeks over and over and over again. With BitConnect, I come in at a large enough amount that it's 120 days, 4 months, and I'll keep cycling through the 120 days and pulling out until it goes away. If it ever does. If it sticks around forever, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. You know, and Regal is the same way. Regal's 100 days, so I just keep coming in at enough to do the 100-day cycle over and over and over again. I'm not staking anything. I'm not staking BitConnect or Regal. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's why I've been hiding. Nice. Yeah, that's good. Start to hold, though, as well. Like you're in, a lot of what you're in, Christian, is high interest yield programs. Great. Hold some coin, too. You know, hold some Bitcoin. Get your Satoshis up. That'd be a great shirt. I think that'll be another new design. Get your Satoshis up. I like that a lot, actually. All right, let's see what Bitpetite's doing. All right, so we got some more people coming through and signing up. Yep, more referral commissions because I came in on mine Bitcoin to Bitcoin. So you can do any of these. Like, let's talk about this for a second. You can do Bitcoin to US dollar, Bitcoin to Bitcoin, ETH, US, ETH to ETH, Litecoin to US dollar, Lite to Lite. I like doing a coin to a coin just because I feel like ETH will always go up over time. Lite will go up over time. Those are main utility-backed cryptocurrencies now. Bitcoin, same thing. I feel like even though we've got rise up, fall down, it resets, it gets a good run up, that it's gradually going up. Like it's gradually gone up 523% over the last 12 months, Bitcoin has. So no matter what, it's a pretty safe bet for me to go in on Bitcoin, pull out on Bitcoin. Now the dollar, that's a different topic because it could, what if it's down for the next 6 weeks? And so I came in on a 6 week, I'm getting paid out in US dollar, and we got this bear market. That's a problem because I'm losing out. So I don't want that. I want to get paid out in the crypto. And I think that's a pretty safe bet. I don't know what you mean by compounding with anything, Kel. I think you asked that before. Ripple, I have no idea about, Eric. I'm holding a lot of the newer coins. BAT, Bankera is the ICO that I'm holding. Gold Mint, I'm holding in that. Electronium, I'm holding in that. What else? I don't know. Can't think off the top of my head. Getting hungry. So I usually intermittent fast until about noon. Another little hack. Life hack. Really hard when you start doing it, but I've been doing it for about 5 years. Intermittent fast. So you stop eating at 8 or 9 p.m. and you start eating at noon the next day. You fast for 16 hours. Boosts up insulin sensitivity. Lose a ton of weight and fat because you're burning fat. Boosts up HGH. Completely resets your adrenal gland. It's good. It's good stuff. So I'm more sensitive to caffeine, so a lot less goes a lot longer, which is good because I'm already a motor mouth. Talk forever. But yeah, what else? What else we got going on? I'll probably end the stream here. I think that's a good time to do it. Oh, one more piece of news. Yeah, why did I come in so hard with talking about diversifying and this and that? Well, because this is a problem when you see the head of the Federal Reserve, Janet Yellen, saying that consumer prices will soon accelerate, which could create a hyperinflated market. That's a problem because what they're telling you is that, yes, that's coming. They're giving you the hints right there. They're telling you that it's on the way. So there's two ways that political people, I feel, act and operate in this world, okay? It's opposite game, meaning that like Jamie Dimon came out and said, oh, Bitcoin's a big fraud. As simultaneously, JP Morgan was buying up huge positions and huge amounts of Bitcoin. That's opposite day. That's what I call that, okay? It means he's coming out and he's just talking shit and everything that he's saying is the exact opposite. And then you have slightly more true news, which is that they're telling you what's coming. And I feel like that's like they're giving you indicators. And that's why we want to not sit in fiat ever. Like this, even if this wasn't a piece of news for today, again, a great sound strategy is to diversify, not have all your eggs in one basket. So that means just as there's layers to it, right? Just like I don't have everything in Bitcoin, I don't have everything in crypto either. Or I don't have everything in fiat, I don't have everything in one currency. I mean, you can thin this out quite a bit. And you can start to add in levels and segmentation to it as you build, as you make more money. So holding in fiat could mean that you've got 5,000 you're holding in all these different currencies. And then you're also got this whole crypto side of it. And then you come over into precious metals, you come over into maybe real estate, and all these pieces are moving on your chessboard. And then we come in and we just start to refine each piece. So each one is just a browser tab. And we come in and now we refine on that tab. And now it's okay, now I've got 5,000 in US dollar. Let me now come in another 500 in Singapore, another 500 in Japanese yen, another 500 in Chinese yen. We start to diversify that way. And then I'm coming over here with crypto and I'm holding, staking, ICO, high interest yield programs. Now I start to thin out and segment down how many different coins I'm holding and my positions on those coins. It's an endless game, but don't let that complication stop you in any way. It could totally be as simple as 50-50 high interest holding coin. Done. Or 50-50 holding coin fiat currency. Easy. You got $50? Buy $50 of Bitcoin. Sit. Wait until you get more money. Hey, what's up? Bootstrap Bill. Sailor Bootstrap. I don't know why I said that. Is someone going to the Thailand BitConnect meeting? Yeah, I didn't know there was another one coming up. I went to the last one. Maybe I'll try and go to that. I'll see if I can get an invite, and I'll go because I can share that, I guess. Yeah, so on my screen now, you'll see the description box. This is the description box that you'll see underneath this stream right now as it's happening. These are all the links. So it's just this URL right here, and then this URL. All you got to do is click on it. And when you click on it, it's cooking your browser. So it's putting my referral link into your browser. No, I'm not in Thailand. Indonesia. I love Thailand. So I was there for the August BitConnect. August 6th through the 9th, I think it was. Or 8th through the 10th. Told you I'm horrible with time. It was great. It was like a closed-door meeting where they shared a bunch of inner details and then about what's going on with BitConnect and what they want to do. They want to open up the bot to not just be in, this is based off the August meeting, and everybody's talked about this now, but when we were in there, they wouldn't allow us to record and they asked us nicely to not talk about it. But I'm noticing now, you notice how like all the promoters and shit are like telling the stuff that they shouldn't be talking about? Like, oh, hey, the BitConnect referral program, they're thinking about taking it away. Like, you can't come out and say stuff like that because then it just creates fear. And that drives the opposite end of the market, right? And also, too, it gets a bunch of people to I feel like, make illogical decisions, right? Because if I found out today that the affiliate program was going away past one level, then one, you're going to create a ton of people a buying frenzy. A ton of people are going to invest into the platform. And that will take away from maybe the logic decision that would have told them not to, you know? So they fell for it. They fell for the hype, and then they jumped in when maybe they didn't want to or they weren't fully committed to it. And I just think that's kind of a shitty thing to do, is to create that hype to then sell more stuff. And they're not doing that on purpose. They're trying to distance themselves from anything and everything that sounds like an MLM because they recognize that people don't like it. And that's probably the main reason why people call it a Ponzi scheme, is because if it looks like an MLM and smells like one, then it is. And so, again, they've removed so many things that used to be way more MLM-y. And it's because they don't want to be seen that way, because they understand that most people in this world hate MLMs. And it's because they got a bad rap. And so, yeah, they talked about the bot extending it to get into trading and increasing their positions in other coins, which, again, if I were to read between the lines, I think they're already starting to do that if there is a bot, and holding in other coins. And that's why we're seeing a steady increase overall in the amount that we're actually making, in the interest. And again, I would be doing before I was talking as well. Like everything that I talk about, we're already doing it behind the door, right? And yeah, I think they would probably do the same thing, right? Instead of talking about here's what's to come, why wouldn't you already be working on that? I don't know. What else? What else did we talk about there? I don't know. I think that was about it. Since then, there's talk of they want to limit the affiliate program to one level. Great. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd have to stop and add that all up to see if that really made a big difference. But yeah, so they're looking to change it to just one level, which is how most affiliate programs work. They work with a maximum of 3 levels. Like in internet marketing and Amazon, Best Buy, those are all just single level, 1 tier affiliate commissions paid out on that stuff. But some of the affiliate stuff goes down to 3. But anything over 3 is considered MLM. How much does it cost to live in Indonesia? Not a lot at all, actually. You could live pretty effing good off of $1,000 a month. Where am I from? America originally. Right outside Detroit. Yeah, I haven't talked to Satish in a couple weeks. Satish is the main Asian promoter. He's really my big link to finding out what's going on with BitConnect. I haven't talked to him in a while, so I should catch up with him because I want to go to this Thailand BitConnect. Because they'll all be there. So yeah, I'll find out what's going on with that. Didn't go to sleep because you wanted to watch the live stream. Thanks, brother. That's great. Indonesia, I started coming here in 2015 and loved it. I was actually getting deported from Australia at the time for, why did I get deported? Oh, overstayed my visa. Still can't go back, actually. They take that a little too serious, a little like Canada. I was like a couple days over, and they basically booted me out. Yeah, I guess you'd consider me a digital nomad, even though I think that's just kind of a stupid term. Digital nomad, world traveler, world vlogger. There's just too many of those, and now it's a meme. It's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. But yeah, I love traveling. I love Asia. And I'm just fascinated with the Asian market. And then I wanted to get into clothing. Like, I own a clothing brand, a media company. We're launching a supplement company. And so here's a good place. This is where we're going to set up a lot of that in Asia. So yeah, it's good stuff. What time is it, 11:30? Yeah, any last minute questions for me? We'll do a short little Q&A. Anything pressing, curious about, mad about, happy about? Don't know if I can help you there, but I'll try. Yeah, that would have sucked, actually. I was in a longer term relationship at the time, and that definitely tested it when I got deported. But yeah, it's like still, that was 2015. Still now, I tried to do an ETA visa to go over there, and I couldn't. This was like a couple months ago. I just got to call him and get an attorney to help me. That's not a big deal. Go to Thailand, open a beach bar. Oh, nice. Yeah, Thailand's a good spot for that. Bitpetite. There's a lot of great spots in Thailand. I haven't been there that much, but get fined, possible go to jail. Yeah, they're a little bit more lenient in Indonesia. You just pay 300,000 rupiah per day, but that's changing to 1 million rupiah per day, which is about $75 US. But it's fairly easy to get visas and stuff here too. Social visa, business visa, etc. I'm not actually doing business here, so all the crypto stuff is online. I'm just business consultant, day trader. I guess that's what I always put as my stuff. That's a pretty safe bet. How much would you make with 3K in BitConnect? I don't know. Let's see. Pull my little calculator here. Oh, come on. Auto update. It auto updates, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. Right? Okay. I was like, there's no way this is manual. All right, so what would you make? What was the original question? The only dab. What's up, man? If I put 3K into Bitpetite, what would I make per month? If you just pulled it all out, I don't know. But if you, well, no, I do. If you reinvested 100%, after 30 days, you would be at 47.48. So in the first 30 days, you would make $1,748. And in the span, you would make a total of 5,000. So in a 6-week span, you would make $5,231 off of the 3,000. So you'd net 2,231. You can follow this where you reinvest for the first 10 days. Saturday, Sunday is only 1%. Or you can just do it whatever you want. This is what I'm doing. There's 5 other people doing this now, too. I think we'll have a 6th when she gets back from vacation. What else we got? Yeah, no worries. Thank you for joining. Thanks for coming on. Yep. Yeah, can I do that? Can I upload? I don't know. I'm not that good at the chat stuff. No. Just email me. Only dab. Or wait, easy hack. Just email me. cryptojunkies@protonmail.com. The tax question, John, we don't have enough time to get into, but I want to start shooting videos on, man, that's a big question. Paying taxes with crypto. Alleviating taxes with crypto. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'd rather shoot that in a video next week or so. We'll do that. Cool. So, yeah, I appreciate everybody jumping on. We're growing. I mean, when I used to get on live streams, this used to be like 2 people. I remember the very first one had 1 person watching, and then they left, and then it was just me. Now I got 14 to 16. You know, there's like 30, 40 people, maybe more in a Discord chat. Yeah, it's growing. Over 600 subscribers, almost 700 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Like, we're getting there, and it's all thanks to you guys tuning in, sharing, commenting, being a part of the community. Yeah, we're getting there. All right, guys, that's it for the live stream. Be on the lookout. Day 11, 10, 11, and 12 of the 30-day challenge in BitConnect is all going to be pushed out and published today to catch us up. They're all done. Just got to get edited. My editor's a little swamped right now. Too many videos we're shooting lately. I got a vlog from Singapore I'm going to post. I got some more training videos from Singapore I'm going to post. Just a lot. Okay, next 48 hours is going to be a good time to be subscribed. So be on the lookout and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss out on the videos coming. And you'll actually get an email when you hit the bell notification and second subscribe for whatever reason. You'll get an email saying, hey, I just uploaded, etc. All right, see you later, fam.